What's up, everyone? Tyler here with Durful, bringing you another cEDH gameplay.
For this week's gameplay, the Unstable Commanders are joined by community members Deller and Dylan to see if Celes, Rune Knight, or Master of Keys has what it takes to take down the current cEDH meta. Dylan is on their build for Celes, Rune Knight. Deller brings the heat on their build for Master of Keys. Durful is still trying on their build for Tymna and Kraum. And Tally switches things up on their build for Tivit, Seller of Secrets.
All right, let's fight.
All right, beautiful people.
Any
Let's go.
pre-games?
Not for me.
All right, cool. Good luck, have fun.
Draw. I'm going to attempt to play Mana Confluence as land for turn. I'm going to attempt to do a Lotus Petal as artifact. All right, if all that's good, then I'm going to end up with 4 cards in hand. I'm going to move through phases and attempt to pass.
I'll draw for turn. I will put a Misty Rainforest on the stack and pass.
Okay, draw. Let's do Vault of Champions for land for turn, and then just in case any of y'all have fish, I'm gonna do a Mox Opal now. Cool. And say pass.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. Play a Badlands as land for turn, and I'd like to cast an Imperial Seal.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go down to 38. I'm gonna grab a card.
Is it a Charizard?
It is a Charizard.
Hell yeah.
I'll put that card there. I'll put it on top after I'm done shuffling, and I have no more actions, so I will pass.
So untap, upkeep, no triggers, draw. I'm going to exile the Simian Spirit Guide to generate 1 red, cast Ragavan, and if that's good, I will then attempt to move through phases and pass the turn.
I'm gonna go find that Undercity Sewers we talked about last game. Right, Undercity Sewers. When this land enters the battlefield, tapped, I get to surveil one. And I will look at this top card, and I will put the Meat Hook Massacre into my graveyard. Alright, I will draw for turn. I will play as my land for turn this Morphic Pool, those same colors I love so much. And I will cast a Talisman of Dominance. That will be my turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I think I have to do this way. Okay, I'm gonna play Tundra for land for turn, and then tap 2 to play an Arcane Signet. And then I was not keeping track of my hand count, but I'm at 5. Good.
Untap, upkeep, draw this mystery card. I'll play a Silent Clearing as land for turn. Tap that for colors. I'll play a Soul Ring. I will tap a Soul Ring for 2 mana and cast an Arcane Signet.
Yep.
If Arcane Signet is good, I will pay a life down to 17, and I will cast Ripples of Undeath.
I'm gonna guess that's what he searched for.
That would also be my guess as well, yes.
I will pass turn.
At your end step, I will lose 1 from my Mana Confluence, and I will Vampiric Tutor. As a part of this transaction, I'm going to lose 2, so I'll go ahead and take that now. I'm going to grab that particular magic card. Then that card goes on top, untap, upkeep, no triggers, draw, and I'm going to lose 1, generating a white to do Esper Sentinel.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
I move to combat.
Uh-huh.
Towley, how's it going, buddy? How you doing?
Yep.
You feeling spicy today, sir? I'm
Cool.
gonna send Ragavan at you.
Take 2, and you get a Fierce Guardianship.
And a treasure token, if memory serves me correctly.
Yes.
I will go ahead and proceed through the rest of my phases and pass the turn to you, Ryan.
Alright, I will untap. Draw for turn. I will land for turn a Flooded Strand. I will tap my 3 blue and black sources for who cares, because we're going to cast a Felwar Stone, paying for Esper Sentinel. I'll pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
To
Fortunately,
4 and 5.
I have to play this Autowar for
Oh.
turn. Sucks, but I'm gonna cast Smothering Tithe.
Oh, that feels worse.
You can draw Durful.
Thank
4 cards in hand, sig up.
Alright, untap. Upkeep. I'm gonna draw my card before I decide what I'm doing. Oh yeah, we're paying.
You paying 2.
Oh yeah, you ain't getting no treasures from me. Trigger Ripples. 1, Recruiter of the Guard, Godless Shrine, Diabolic Intent.
Those all sound like awful things to let you have in your graveyard, but
I'm gonna pay 1 mana and 3 life to get a Recruiter of the Guard. I'm going to shock in a Blood Crypt, and then pay a life to cast a Recruiter of the Guard.
in response
Oops,
to
so sorry.
your tutor. No, you're
So sorry.
fine. You still get your
Oh,
tutor.
Okay.
You still get it.
Ooh.
But we are going to crack the treasure, and we are going to crack Lotus Petal,
Oh,
and we are
Archivist.
going to cast an Archivist of Agma. I will get to draw and gain a life while you are tutoring.
And do you pay for the 2?
No, I do not.
Yay.
I'm gonna respond by cracking a Flooded Strand on Agma, which will get a scrubland, I believe. Or
Yeah, I'm gonna find a Doughty Voidwalker.
Cool. So Archivist trigger on the stack still. It just seems like we're just waiting on Deller to see if he had anything.
no, I'm fine with all that. I just wanted to fetch before Archivist resolved.
So I get treasure token. And Mox Opal is now online.
After I resolve my search, I have no other game actions, so I'm going up to 4 in hand, and I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, no triggers, draw. I'm not paying for Smothering Tithe. I will shock in this Hollowed Fountain. Then I'm going to attempt to play a Mox Diamond, pitching this Polluted Delta. Then we're going to go for a white and a black and a whatever. I will lose one thanks to Mana Confluence. And then I will attempt to cast Tymna. All right, so our man Dylan has a blocker. Dylan, can I ask you so kindly to remind me what the power and toughness is on your Recruiter of the Guard?
It is a 1/1.
Okay, so I could throw something at it and not be worried. Yeah, so we're going to do 2/2 Archivistic Ogma towards you, Dylan.
Mhm.
We're going to have the Esper Sentinel go towards you, Deller. And then we're going to have Ragavan go for you, Tally.
Cool. Yeah, I'm good with that.
I'm gonna block.
Okay, that's fine.
So you get a Teferi.
That's okay, that can stay exiled.
And then now your second main phase Tymna triggers.
Yep, so I'm going to pay 2 life. And
Would
drop
you
a
like
card.
to pay
Nope.
your taxes? Yay!
Nope, because I am a terrible, terrible person. Yeah, I will proceed through the remainder of my phases, approach end phase, and attempt to pass the turn.
Yep, I'll untap. Draw for turn. I would shock a Godless Shrine. Which, oh, by the way, you're getting your tithe treasure.
Yay!
I'm going to cast the Master of Keys, X equals 3. So I will put 3 counters on the Master of Keys, and I will mill 6 cards. So we hit Ghostly Pilferer, good boy. Vampiric Tutor, Necromancy, Gloomlake Verge, Tundra, and Force of Negation. I will pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. So three right here. So total 6. Tivit. Okay. So I'm gonna call 2 treasures.
I'll make a clue.
Clue, 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 clue.
Yeah, you can have another treasure. I'm not giving you clues. You have a Smothering Tithe.
Land for turn is gonna be a Shadowy Backstreet. Surveil trigger on the stack.
Yeah,
I'll
you
keep it on top. Then I went to 2 black here. And I drew a Dorothy. Go. And with 3 cards in hand, I'm gonna pass the turn.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn.
Are you gonna
You-
pay your taxes?
No, no one else's, so you can have it. Then I have a
Yay.
Reckless trigger. We will mill Ghost Quarter, Sacred Foundry, and a Bloodstained Mire. I will pay 3 for the Foundry. No, I'll get the Bloodstained Mire. It does the same thing. So I'll pay 3, go to 28, and a colorless since I'm still in my main phase. So I'll have a colorless floating. I'll get this, and these will be Doubtified. I will play my Bloodstained Mire. I will pay a life, and I'll Doubtify that one too. And I would like to fetch.
I'm perfectly fine with you fetching because that means Archivist of Ogma triggers.
Does.
And so does my treasure.
Yep.
Would you like to pay the 2? Yay!
I don't.
We will get a Scrub-a-Dub. I go black, red, and a colorless. And my friends and fellow compatriots, I'd like to present with you something I'd like to for you to help me protect. I have a Mayhem Devil. We will go black, and I'll pay another life. And I am gonna recast my Douthie, or not recast. I'm gonna cast my own Douthie. If that's all good, I'm gonna move through phases, and I'll go down to 3 cards in hand and pass.
So we're going to untap, upkeep, draw, land for turn. We're going to do a Badlands. I'm going to
I
do
understand.
Mox Diamond into...
Oh, by the way, did you pay the 2 for your taxes?
I said no.
Yay.
So I'm going to pay 1 red for Rite of Flame.
Into the pile.
I'm going to crack this treasure for black specifically.
I have a
Good.
trigger. I'd like to shoot your Douthie for
Yes.
This for another point of black. No, I'm going to keep up Hollowed Fountain. I'm going to take the damage off of Mana Confluence going to 31 for Adnaz.
If I try doing something about it, Dylan, can you shoot down his board?
1. I don't know. I only have so many pings, but I mean, like, depending on what you have, yeah. I mean, I can shoot his stuff. Namely, I can shoot Tymna to shut off Jessica's will, but...
I'll go and sacrifice 4 treasures to float 2 blue, 2 black.
Yeah, we'll shoot Tymna and Archivist.
So that's what, 1 each
4.
or 2 each?
He said 4, so 2 each, so 2 and 2.
I'm gonna mind break trap it using the floating manas.
Cool. I'm going to Flusterstorm. Storm count is 4.
That part will resolve. So mind break trap will
Douthed.
resolve.
Douthed.
Mind break and fluster both get Douthed.
And then I will sack 2 more treasures for 2 blue.
I have 2 pings. We'll do 1 at Sentinel, and I'm gonna ping 1 at Douthy.
Douthy dies, goes to the Douthy zone. I will model the mixture, the Adnos. Go, and they both go into the Douthy zone.
That's turn. So apparently I can't read life totals. My bad. At one point I missed the Archivist of Ogma life gain trigger, and I was quoted as having 31 life when I should have had 32. So yeah.
And we mentioned it because if the ad nauseum would have actually resolved, 1 life would have made a big difference.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn.
Do you pay your 2?
No, have a treasure. I will land for turn a Marsh Flats. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would like to cast out of my graveyard the Meathook Massacre, X equals 2, exiling a bunch of lands.
And it gives all creatures -2, -2?
Correct.
Okay.
Which will
Yeah.
notably kill a Douthy Voidwalker
Yeah.
before he has access to Ad Nauseam. Yeah, we specifically want the Mayhem Devil to not die to this Meathook. So, yeah, Ragavan does hit the Douthy zone, and Douthy actually dies, so I will gain 1 life. And if Meathook Massacre is then good, I will pass the turn after that.
End of your turn. I'm gonna sacrifice 2 treasures and 1 token to draw, so you have 3 3 Mayhem Devil triggers.
All at your face.
My face. Cool. So I'm at 33. And then I'll do this. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll go to combat.
It is
Dylan, 6
Yep.
away.
You got it. Go to 20.
Treasures.
Treasures.
Yeah, I'm also picking treasures.
Sure. Why not? Treasure. Get to have 5. Enjoy.
Second main. Bucket, let's do it. Let's ball. I will sacrifice 2. Total 3. Am I taking all 3?
You are getting shot for 3.
Cool. I'll draw a card. I'm gonna tap 2 for a blind obedience.
Fine.
Then I'll
pass on
tap
it.
2 for a talisman hierarchy. And that's it. Go for it.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. Trigger ripples. I'm also not paying, sorry. 1 ring,
Yay.
Lotho, gamble. Yeah, I'm gonna take the gamble. We ball, as the kids say. Go to 13.
Hell yeah, we ball.
Pay 1. I'll have a colorless floating. I will use the colorless, make a white. This one. Go to 16. I cast an Oriox Elders.
Oh, shit.
Is there an LED in your yard?
Nope, but there might be. I'm gonna cast a gamble.
Mental misstep?
Sure. Still got 3 in hand. I will pass turn.
Untap. Draw. 2 in hand. Pass.
I'll crack my Marsh Flats. Trigger your,
I'm gonna shoot you in the face because you missed
Sure.
it in gamble.
Fair enough. I'll get a tapped Hallowed Fountain. Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. Land for turn. City of Brass. Is the best card to Necromancy back just a Douthy Voidwalker? I don't like it here. Is it really just Douthy Voidwalker? Ugh, that's...
Do you have a way to sacrifice or destroy your masterpiece to get some value?
Not with what I've got. I feel like Douthy would just get shot before my next turn anyway, so I think I'm just gonna pass here.
Untap, upkeep, draw, and I forgot to get treasures. I suck.
Sorry. Seeing what my draw for turn was, I will actually just pay.
Okay. I'm gonna pay 1 life for the extort, or pay 1 mana for the extort. I'm gonna cast a Dranith Magistrate.
Yeah, I'll respond to Dranith. I'm gonna cast a Snapcaster Mage. Snapcaster ETB, I will give flashback to this Vampiric Tutor in my graveyard. I would like to put a Vampiric Tutor on the stack before Dranith resolves. I'll eat 2 damage here.
And Tutor's exiled, right?
Yes. Feel like this is the safest thing for me to get. I hate it, but it's correct.
The swing. Screw you, Mayhem Devil. Dylan, 6 more.
I'm going to 9. You got it.
Alright, and treasures.
Also treasures.
Also treasures.
because this isn't a horrific idea, sure, you can have more treasures.
Good.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. Cool.
Do you pay?
I do not.
Yay.
Ripple's trigger. Blind obedience, rug of smothering, and damn. I don't care about any of those. I'm gonna make black and 2 colorless. I'm gonna cast Lively Dirge, the first mode. Search my library for a card, put it in my graveyard. To nobody's surprise, I'm gonna put an LED in my graveyard.
Dun dun dun. Are we dead?
If
sure?
nobody has interaction, then yes, and I can walk you guys through it. Okay, so I'm going to activate Auriok Salvagers. I will pay a life. I will return LED from my graveyard to my hand. I will cast LED. It will enter tapped, which it doesn't matter because of the old templating. I will sacrifice LED, discarding my hand, which is a Winds of Abandon, a Wishclaw Talisman, and an Elias Ilkor. I will make 3 mana of, we'll say red to start. I have a sacrifice trigger. I will shoot Draneth. I'm going to use white and one of these to activate Auriok Salvagers again to bring this back to my hand. I'm going to cast it. It'll enter tapped. I will sacrifice it again. I have another Mega Devil trigger. I will ping. I will make 3 white.
You said you're paying the Draneth again?
Yes.
Cool.
But then ultimately you're going to cycle through this, generating infinite mana and shooting all of us in the face eventually.
Yes.
Yep.
I could do it in numerous ways. I could shoot you with Draneth, or I can recast Celes to dig through my deck. But yes, that is the loop that I would be presenting.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Good job, man.
Sweet. Hey, Celes won. Good job, Dylan. Good job. Clean win. Very clean win.
Very clean. So I'm working on Celes as well. So it's nice to see different lines, different variations, different takes on the build. So just really glad to see people putting in work on the deck and seeing it out there. So good job to Dylan on his win.
And it's crazy. A Mardu deck versus 3 blue mages. Woo.
And somehow pulled it out. I mean, I respect it. I've done it a couple of times, but yeah.
No, that's crazy. It's definitely crazy. But hey, if you did like the video, hit that subscribe button, comment down below because we read them and we comment on majority of them. Like the video. If you're going to MC Vegas, come check us out next week. It'll be a lot of fun. And happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, everyone.
See ya.
Bye. Whew. All right.
Cool.
And then we don't have anything crazy cut in. We don't have anything for next week because you're taking the week off. And then this will be the short. Do you have a note for the short while I'm thinking about it?
I have no idea.
Then I'll probably see if there's a fun moment or I'll just highlight the win. So that's fine.
I think, God,